The Center for Infrastructure Renewal it's a very impressive facility. We've toured people through here that are at the top of their profession in infrastructure, in engineering, and they are so impressed with this facility and its capabilities. I think this place is really sort of the birthplace of the new RELLIS campus, and it's been a great showplace. It's great for meetings. But the knowledge that's going to be generated from this facility it's going to save the state of Texas tens of millions of dollars, possibly billions of dollars, at a time when infrastructure is front and center in the news, in politics, and it's central to all of our lives. We experience it every day, even when we don't realize we're interacting with it. So very proud of this facility. It's a beautiful facility, and I've yet to have anybody here that was not impressed with it.
Talk about when you came aboard the RELLIS project, and before that, when you first heard of the intentions to redevelop the old Riverside campus.
I remember it. Riverside has sort of played a role in my family's history. My father lived out here as a freshman in the Corps of Cadets way back in the 40s. And so I'd heard stories about RELLIS, and then when I was in school in the 80s, I heard about the Riverside campus and the work that was done here. I didn't interact a lot with the campus at that time. And then in the, late spring of 2016, I heard this announcement that there was going to be a renewed emphasis on the RELLIS campus and a major investment here. And that's pretty exciting. For somebody, I was then in city management, very interested in the local economy. And I thought, wow, what a great investment, for the state of Texas and Texas A&M, and of course the larger system. So pretty exciting. It wasn't as impactful to me in my previous role as when a few months later the chancellor reached out to me and asked me if I'd play a role in the development of the campus. It seemed like serendipity because, again, my father was out here. So I guess I felt like it was really legacy work. And so I was very excited to have the opportunity to participate in it, and it's been fun, it's been challenging, but I've enjoyed every day of it.
Do you feel like you'll be successful in bringing private industry and the entrepreneurial sector out here eventually?
I thought that would be a challenge initially, and I can tell you now it will not be a challenge because everybody we have brought to this campus and to this building in particular is amazed at the capabilities, and they're talking about doing things here that, quite frankly, I don't understand sometimes. So they're awfully intelligent people, but I think that's going to be the least of our challenges now. Every entity we brought to this campus is surprised at what they find here, and just about everybody wants some presence on this campus. So I think that's going to be a lot easier than I initially thought it would be.
In 20 years, what will this place look like?
If you've seen the master plan for RELLIS, it's a bit of a revelation. It's a small city. So I don't know why I want to say that we're building a small city, but when you look at the intended student presence here, you look at the research, the graduate students, the doctoral candidates, the postdoctoral research, the interaction with the Department of Defense, Department of Energy, private industry, it's probably hard to imagine what this place is going to look like 20 years from now. I cannot wait to bring my grandkids out and tell them, that I played a part in this. So it's exciting. It really is. I could draw you a picture. It won't look like that. It's probably going to exceed that. So it's very interesting. And again, we have people from Europe, we have people from Asia, we have people from across the United States that are interested in RELLIS. So I look forward to partnering with every one of them.
And because of the legacy that this place holds, what about the preservation aspect to that redevelopment?
Well, for better or worse, I'm a history nut too. So I read myself to sleep every night reading history. So when I go through some of these buildings, I'm looking for the aspects of those buildings that are vintage 1943. I think about the heritage of the flight line, and I think about the individuals that were trained there and what they went overseas and did. So I think it's very important that we preserve some of that. Now, some of that 1943 architecture is by its nature utilitarian. So when you look at it, you're not bowled over by the beauty of it. But the beauty is really the heritage of the building. And so it's important that we maintain certain aspects of that, not all of it. Some of it is not worth preserving. Some of it is central to the campus. We're preserving the chapel, for instance, which was a centerpiece here on the campus. We haven't started that preservation effort. We're looking into it. But there are certain buildings that really are worth maintaining because of the the importance that they played in the development of the campus. And so you'll see that. That's a central theme through the campus. I'm glad you asked about that. And again, that pays reverence to all the folks that came here and did so much, to defend democracy and defend the country.